Mirror. Hot to trot, strictly news. This is, how is this headlined? The proof. Documents reveal British nuclear test crews were used as guinea pigs by their own government. And that's not changed to this day. They are still using them as guinea pigs. The government have one job. Get rid of us. The scum. Outrage at parole secrecy reform. Knockout. Fake murder foil spy plot. Yeah, this is going to be having a go at Russia, isn't it? You only live twice. Shot Russian back from dead. Says sorry to grieving missus. They're playing another attack Russia card here. That's all this is. I bet it's in most papers as well. The Guardian. Crackdown on drinking societies at Cambridge. I faked my own death to avoid Kremlin hitman, says journalist. I'll check it. There was no option here. I'm sorry for making you live through this. And over on the bottom right hand corner there, Richard Medley. Cutting Gavin Williamson short is the most popular thing I've ever done on television. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. Basically asks the same question 3 or 4 times, and the dickhead avoids it at every point he can. So just cut, not interested in, no point, because you're not going to answer the question. But it'll be on it's on YouTube, so have a look for it. Very interesting. The Times. Just an hour a week of exercise can reverse mental decline. Brexit deal on security is blocked by France. UK risks losing access to key crime database. Putin critic faked his own murder to foil Kremlin plot. See, it was Putin that was after him, individually. It doesn't look like he's very worried with that big smile on his face, does he? Express. Stop this Brexit border madness. Jacob Rees-Mogg says political will can solve Northern Ireland deadlock. Our investigation shows how high-tech Swiss system simplifies custom checks. There is no Brexit, so from Russia with strictly sparkle. I guess you. Yeah. The Star. Semi-naked woman. Rio set to wed Kate, and Corrie on laughing. It's him out of the morning show, and dressed as a woman that used to be on there. And this is all part of the transgender agenda, but they do it in such a subtle way, most wouldn't see it. You only live twice. Spies fakes journo death to outwit Ruskies. Of course they did. Metro. Pure greed on Grenfell fraudsters. Liars handed 120k after saying they survived Blaze. But what happened to the 19 million that was donated that you took? Don't mention that, do you? Man who came back from the dead. Mystery of actress dies in fall from flat. Bitter pill for racist tweeter Roseanne. Now, Roseanne has never been one to go along with the establishment, so I'm seeing what's happening here. Because they've had enough of her, they're now going after her. They're going to destroy her character to make out that she's the evilest of evil and all that sort of thing. Because this is exactly what they did with Michael Jackson. This is what they do when they've used you. They don't need you anymore. Telegraph. Top in the middle. Roseanne Barr, the trials of a conservative comedian. Sexist FTSE chief claims women aren't fit for boardroom. Russian journalist back from the dead. Jewish leader fears exodus over Corbyn's anti-Semitic view. Oh, piss off. It's not anti-Semitic, it's anti-Zionist. Technology will free up hospitals to focus on critically ill within decade. Brussels fails to follow its own data law. What a shock! I will find answer, says Grenfell inquiry chief. We'll see. Two arrested as young actress falls to death. I paid. Racism is not a side effect. Drugs companies hit out at Roseanne. So they're trying to say she's racist, and I know she's not, but you know, this is exactly what they do when they want to screw you over. Being socially active helps memory. NHS patients waiting more than a year for care. Droning on why talking to bees is good for your soul. Back from the dead, murdered journalist shocks the world when he turns up at press conference about his own killing. Ukraine government says it staged fake shooting of Kremlin critic to foil hitmen in Russia's assassination plot. See, what this does now, this adds to the government's narrative that Russia tried to kill Skripal. This is all this is here. This is garnish to try and cover over the fact they got caught out. Gasps and cheering as reporter walks into news briefing. Arkady Babchenko apologises to his wife, daughters and friends who had been mourning his death. Daily fail. Oh. Why are young women turning their backs on career and family? Because that's how they've been brainwashed to do. £100 a month energy bills as last of Big Six power giants hikes its tariffs, which tells families to switch to smaller firms. Millions face paying £100 a month for heating and lighting after the last of the Big Six energy firms hikes tariffs. You see, this is what I'm saying. There isn't a separate one. The one at the top tells all the other six who are pretending to be separate what to do, and they do it. Simple as. Because it's about keeping us poor. Race slur Roseanne and the most spectacular TV downfall ever. Again, just having a go at her because she's anti-establishment. Financial Times. Dead Russian reporter turns up alive in Kiev. US snubs Brussels call for relief from steel and aluminium tariffs. Follow China's lead, says Commerce Secretary. Insistence of carve-out risks Washington. Markets calmed by last-ditch push for Italian coalition deal to avoid snap poll.